How is Chris?
He's awesome.
Chris is awesome.
We're honored to be on this tour. We haven't been on a lot of tours in our career, and he called and said that we were going to hit the road with him and Jansen this year, and we're honored. We're pumped up about it, and we're the opening act, and we're just going to get him fired up.
Good. Well, Chris Jansen makes a lot of noise, too.
He does.
He makes a lot of noise all by himself.
And we wrote a lot of songs together with Jansen.
Good.
I mean, I love this live truck, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We've been buddies for a long time. We started in Tootsie's together. He was the front room, and we were the back room, and we would alternate sets back and forth. So
great.
He's
gonna be
probably
fun.
our BFF in the industry.
Great,
Yeah,
that's good. He's been really awesome and pinged me a couple of times about writing, and I'm so easily distracted at this point in my career, and I wrote songs for a living for so long.
Mm-hmm.
It's the whole process. People don't know it's just writing the song's the fun part.
Yeah.
And then it's like, when are we going to demo this?
Right.
All that other stuff.
3 months
And
later.
they said, who's going to cut this? And hey, would you mind calling so-and-so and pitching? And
Now you have a demo when you walk out of the room.
Oh, yeah.
These track guys and
Right.
girls, I mean, they are talented folks.
People don't know what that is, but what you're talking about is they have what used to be a drum machine is now a whole computer, a whole Pro Tools
everything.
setup,
Unbelievable.
the whole deal. And you're basically making a record while you're writing a song.
And they sound like records. Some of them sound like records
Some of
on the
them
radio.
are.
Yeah.
Some of them
Yeah,
wind
it's
up on the
unbelievable.
radio with a little tweaking here and
Yep.
there, you know.
Yep.
So your new album, I see you're writing with Red Akins, one of my all writing buddies in Dallas, Davison, too.
Yeah.
So talented. So talented. those
We're
guys.
excited about it. And, we didn't write quite as many songs on this album just because we feel like the best song wins. And Rhett had a bunch, maybe 5 on this album.
He's 5.
Yeah, so he speaks that language.
It's our first Ashley Gorey song we got
Good.
now, too. So,
Yeah, Tyler Hubbard.
Yeah, Tyler is our producer right now. So
Great.
we got a couple songs with him we wrote. And it's just been great, man. But this town is filled with the best.
Absolutely.
I mean, the best songwriters ever are here.
How's Tyler to work with in the studio?
He's great. His insight, we would be mixing some vocals or something. He'd be like, man, you know what? I love how fearless you are about turning the harmonies up with the duo. Because, for Chris and I, we feel like it's really important that you can hear the two of us on those parts and not just kind of ghost out of harmony because it's supposed to be there. And so he was like, that really inspires me to go mix our next record that way. And then we're kind of saying the same thing to him. That song you and BK did together, we'd like to kind of go that direction as well. So we're kind of inspiring each other in the room. And
it's authentic for sure. It's real. And, there's competition out there, but I think we love each other so much that we like it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, you got, you obviously have, you've got to really found your place in the community is what I'm trying to say.
That means a lot.
That's
You
exactly
got a lot
right.
of good friends around, and I think people are really pulling for you.
Thank you.
And there's a reason for that. You guys have worked real hard for a long time. You make good music, and I think sometimes I've always said, when young acts, I'm sure that they come up to you guys now too that are just getting started.
Yeah.
What's the secret? And it's just just got to keep doing it. Just
Yeah, a lot of perseverance.
love it.
You gotta love it.
You gotta want to do it.
You gotta
for
want
nothing.
it. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
And most of us do. That's why you do persevere, because what else are you gonna do?
I say that to my wife all the time. What
And you
else?
talk.
I ain't got nothing, baby.
I'm gonna go train dolphins, guys. I'll be back.
I mean,
Speaking of, you're both in the baby business now.
we are.
So
Baby
tell-
making business.
Chris, you were last, right?
No, he had the last.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, yep.
But I have 3. They were very close.
Okay. And Preston, you've got Legend
And Love.
and
Yep.
Love.
Legend and Love.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
Love, I get. Legend, why would you? I mean, that's like naming your kid Kix.
I love it.
What possessed you to do this to your child? I mean, let's either name him Rockstar,
Right.
or Legend, or I'm the best human ever.
It is tough.
Hercules. Your new name is
Hercules,
Hercules.
Yeah.
Here's your name and some boxing gloves.
Right.
I'm gonna send you to school, bro.
I know, right? No, my wife and I got to talking about how on a map, you got to have a legend to get through the map. And so we're kind of deep with our names, and we think it through, and we're like, let's go with with the journey of life. Without these kids, we wouldn't be able to navigate through it. And now that we have
See, when you
kids,
say
we
it like
see
that,
and we
it totally
get
makes better sense to me.
Yeah. And so
It's still not making sense to me. What do you mean?
My next
What do
kid's
you
4,
mean?
guys,
You have
just
to have
let
a
you know.
legend on the map. What does that mean?
So if you're gonna get through a map, you got to have the legend to know how many miles little things are on, and that's what a legend is. And that's that's kind of the way to get through life as well. Is these little ones are teaching us so every day, how to stretch our limits and how to become better people, and and better parents, and so that's why we went with legend.
It's a cool name and love
Thank you.
too. Yeah. So, what are they doing?
Man, my little boy's is eating. I promise you right now,
Yeah,
he's
he's
eating
an
right now.
for you. My
So
8-year-old's
this
in
was
school.
6 months.
6 months ago, and he's hungry every hour and a half.
So he probably is just now getting into crawl position.
Oh,
is he
man.
up? Yeah.
Well, he's got a big sister that's 3 years old, so she is
Oh,
pushing him
man.
along quick. And
They will.
Yeah, and it's like he's developing so fast, and yeah, I feel like he's got FOMO already. He wants to be part of all the games that she's playing, and so he's trying to crawl. He's navigating. I don't know how he's doing it, but
Well, his name's Legend, so
I can't figure out how he's getting from place to place, but he's getting there.
She's
but
dragging him.
Right.
You better have cameras in the house.
I know.
If she's 3 and he's
Yeah.
8 months. Yeah.
Yeah, it's happening quick.
That's funny. So 8 years old, you said?
8's my boy,
Wow.
2-year-old girl, and a 1-year-old girl.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And he's dead.
He's got to do a bunch of stuff, man.
Yeah.
He just thinks he's doing good right now,
Right.
sorta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of boxing gloves, he's gonna need some.
Yeah, but he's taking the iPad, just runs.
Yeah.
I was like, because when I'm not home, there's 3 women in the house. And,
He's gotta go hide.
see you later, buddy.
Is he playing some ball?
He is. He's going to play some baseball. He's wanting golf. Wants to learn some golf too. So, and tennis.
What are their thoughts on? I mean, that's what I immediately turned to at those ages. Like my kids when I was gone all the time.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard.
Yeah.
So hard.
Leaving's tough.
Mm.
Coming back can be tough too.
Coming back's tough. Everything's tough. I could see it
I'm glad you
because
said that because that's a part that
well, you're going to understand it
don't
more than
realize.
anybody. So it's, I mean, raising these kids is the hardest thing. You got to have good support at home. Your wife has to be a superhero. She has to be a superhero.
Yeah.
And she is, and you come home like last night, and none of them wanted to go to sleep because Daddy was home. They ain't seen me in a week. Daddy's home. We're not going to sleep. Son, you got school. Girls, you got to go to bed. Stayed up till 10, just running around dancing.
That's so awesome. though.
But the wife's getting mad because she's on a strict,
Right.
they got to be to bed here. Don't do this to me. But I want to party with the kids too, So I'm like, oh, crap. I'm one of the kids right now. It's tough. It really is tough.
What's the longest y'all are out now?
Never more than 7 days
Yeah.
away from the kids and the wives.
That started this year.
We just try to, if it's going,
It started this
Yeah.
yeah.
That's as of last week. We
Yeah.
put a rule
Yeah,
down.
We started a new thing.
Last year was 3 months.
yeah.
But other than
We'll see how long it lasts. But we try to get them out to us, or we try to get back to them.
we'll fly home for a day if we need to.
Yeah.
Even if it's an hour or two, whatever we can do.
I did. When I couldn't afford it, I'd lease a plane if I had to get
Yeah.
home for a ball game here and there.
Yeah.
Just like I've been gone too long. I can't miss any more stuff.
How old are your kids now?
They're grown. Eric's 29. He's a screenwriter in L.A.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
awesome.
writes for Hallmark. And
Wow.
yeah, and Molly, my daughter's an artist in New York, and she's on a 3-book deal with Disney right now. So,
Come on.
on.
yeah, they're both real
Congrats.
successful and rocking. Yeah,
That's
doing-
incredible.
But I remember him when Ronnie and I were out. I think we were out for like 6 weeks one time. That first 2 years we did over 200 shows a year. I mean, we hit it hard, and man, I just remember, you guys know this, but bouncing around the back of a bus, just looking at the ceiling, going. Especially he was 2 years younger than my daughter, and he was probably 4, maybe 5 at the time, and just thinking, man, I can't wait to see that kid.
Yeah.
This just hurts. I've been gone
It does
so
hurt.
long. And I was on my knees, buttoning up his little pajamas, and Barbara walks up in the doorway behind us, and he hadn't said a word to me. He's just sitting there and letting me button him up, and he looks over my shoulder at her and he goes, "Is he spending the night here tonight?"
Oh.
You little brat, like Uncle Kix, you know.
That's amazing.
I know. We got to do something, and fortunately, you know, we got to a point where did the same thing. Ronnie and I probably did 70, 75 most of our career, but
Yeah. We're still in that 150 to 180 right now.
Yeah.
And last year we did 180, but we're realizing, quick that this time, they just grow up so fast.
yeah,
And the most important thing is time efficiency for us right now. We're just trying to get home as quick as we can.
Yeah.
Stay as long as we can. And
We know
still work hard.
We're also building a future. You know what I mean? We're building a future for them, building their entities and your identities out there. I mean, your kids being successful is because they could go to good school. They get food on their table.
yeah.
That's what we're, just like everybody American. That's what we do when you have a baby or a kid.
It's it's such a catch-22.
Mm-hmm.
Your kids are that young. Your career's getting going. You're trying. The fact you can do 180 shows a year has a lot to do with not your availability, but you got a gig.
Yeah.
There's from being on the other side of the fence, there's acts all over America. Do anything to be on the road 180 days.
Right, I know.
So you got. You got to ride that
Feels
board.
good to talk to somebody who gets it.
I know. I feel like we could pick your brain forever now. So someone understands.
I feel like I'm in therapy.
Yeah.
I need this right now.
We all are, that's part of what we do. You got it. You lean on each other to get through it. But at the same time, when you go home at night, you got your own camp.
Yes.
And you got to look those kids in the eyes, and you got to soul search yourself and go, where is the compromise here?
Yeah.
Right.
Because there's nothing worth them.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we can't eat dirt.
Right.
Right.
Right. It's not a normal job.
Even a single wide trailer, you got to have some money to pay for it.
Yeah.
And you got a good gig, so you guys are both smart and you're both heartfelt. I know your kids
Thank
are.
you.
If you love them, my dad was a pipeline contractor. That's what I always think about that. He was successful, but he was gone a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, probably as much as I was ever gone on the regular deal. I mean, traveling salesman, that's what I always think about.
Yep.
Those guys, they're gone a lot. But man, my dad and I, we never missed a beat as far as who loved who.
Yeah.
And was he ever not doing everything for his family?
Yep.
There was never any question.
We make that known. We definitely make that
And the
known.
older I got, when there was more time for us to spend time together, we played golf, we fished, we did this and that. And I never thought twice about kids are so resilient. I think it's a lot harder on us than it is on them, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as you love your kids and you let them know that, when you get older, that stuff, it'll fade away for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think kids hold resentment about totally different stuff than you being gone.
Yeah.
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 Because when you're home, if it matters, that's all they're going to
Yeah.
Right.
They love their dads, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. It's the best, man. I come home and my wife and my kids have these, they call them front porch parties. And I tell them when I'm right around the corner, and then they run out on the front porch and we honk and I roll down the window. And then my favorite part though is like, all right, meet me at the garage. And she jumps up and turns and runs to the garage, and I watch her disappear into the house, and I'm like, this is the best. Because I know someday that's not going to happen.
No.
And I'm like,
Around 10 or 11, they're going to be like,
soak it up.
oh, Dad's home. Hey, what's up?
No. Can you get off your iPad and say hi to me?
Love you, Dad.
Yeah, exactly.
I know it's coming, so I'm soaking it up.
Just push pause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to write that one.
Yeah.
Dude, we do need to write that one.
That's great.
Yeah. Well, guys, good to see you.
Great
Good
to
to
see
see
you,
you,
Thanks
Dan.
for coming in. Good luck on the record.
We're going to come back
New
every week for
album.
this therapy session.
Good.
I
That's
needed
awesome.
this.
I think we can all use it. Good. Well, glad you came in.
Thanks,
Good luck
brother.
with
Awesome.
everything. All
Thank
right.
you, brother.